Hare Krishna. Is there anybody who would like to introduce themselves?
Prabhuji is there, Mataji.
Yes, Mataji. Yes. Is recording started, Mataji?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Hare Krishna. I welcome everybody to Bhakti Sangha Japa conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhuji to enlighten us on topic Sri Chaitanya Charitamrta Antya Lila, first chapter 167 verse onwards. Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. Thank you so much Prabhuji for joining and giving your valuable time and association this morning. Please take over the call, Kamal Lochan Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. As usual, when we discuss on Caitanya Charitamrta, we chant the verses of Caitanya Charitamrta, Adila, chapter 1, first 14 verses. Because I cannot have the video because if I start the video, there will be disturbance in the sound. Place where chapter 1, text number 1 to 14. Vande Gurunni Shabbatani Shammi Shavatarakam Tatprakashan Tatshakti Krishna Chaitanya Sanjagam Vande Sri Krishna Chaitanya Nityanando Sahodito Thorodaya Pushpavanto Chitro Santo Tamonudo Yadadvaitam Brahmopanishadi Tadapyasya Tanubha Yantaryaya Purushaha Isosyam Savai Bhavaha Sadeshwarya Purno Yaiha Bhagavan Tasvayam Mayam न चैतन्यात् कृष्णात् जगति परतत्त्वं परं विहा अनर्पितशरीं चिरात् कारुण्यावतीर्णः खलु समर्पयितुम् उन्नतोज्ज्वलरसां स्वभक्तिश्रियम् हरिपुरतसुन्दरजुतिकदम्बसन्दीपितः सदा हृदयकन्दरे स्फुरतु राधाकृष्णप्रणयविकृतगादिनी शक्तिरस्मात् एकात्मानावपि भूगोर्देव वेदं गतौ तौ चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटमधुरतद्वयं चैक्यमाप्तं राधाभावदिति सुवरितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम् श्रीराधायाः प्रणयमहिमा कीदृशो वा नैव स्वाध्यो येनद्भुतमधुरिमा कीदृशो वा मदीयः सौख्यं चास्य मदनुभवतः कीदृशं वेत्ति लोभात् तद्भावाद्यसमाजनिषति गर्भसिन्धुहरिन्दो सङ्कर्षणकारणोऽतो विषायी गर्भोदशायी च पयोर्दिशायी शेषश्चेस्यां सकलासरित्या नन्दाख्यरामं शरणं ममस्तु मायातीते व्यापि वैकुण्ठलोके पूर्णेश्वरे श्रीचित्रव्यूहमध्ये रूपं यस्योद्भाति सङ्कर्षणाख्यं तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं शरणं प्रपद्ये मायाभर्ता जान्यसङ्गाश्रयाङ्गः चेति साक्षात् कारणाम्बोधिमध्ये यस्यैकांशश्रीपुमानादिदेव तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये यस्यांशांश शीलगर्भोदशायी यन्नाभ्यं लोकसङ्गातनालं लोकसृष्टुस्तुतिगादामतातुस् तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये यस्यांशांश परमात्मकिलानाम् ओष्टाविष्णुर्वादिदुग्धाब्धिशायी शौस्तिवर्तस्यत्कालस्योऽत्यन्तस् तं श्रीनित्यानन्दरामं प्रपद्ये महाविष्णुर्जगत्कर्ता माययायाशुजत्यदः तस्यावतार एवायम् अद्वैताचार्य ईश्वरः अद्वैतं हरिनद्वैतात् आचार्यं भक्तिसंशनात् भक्तावतारं मीशं तम् अद्वैताचार्यमाश्रये पञ्चतत्त्वात्मकं कृष्णं भक्तरूपस्वरूपकं भक्तावतारं भक्ताख्यं नमामि भक्तशक्तिकम्. So we are in the Antya Lila, chapter 1, that is second or third meeting of Rupa Goswami with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Of course, first meeting with Rupa Goswami Chaitanya Mahaprabhu happened in Ramkeli Gram, and then Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Rupa Goswami met in Prayag, and third meeting happened in Jagannath Puri again. So this chapter contains very interesting verses, especially the verse which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu recited when he was dancing in front of Rath and he's thinking of Radha Krishna in Kurukshetra. The verse spoken by Radharani, he spoke in a different way. And then Rupa Goswami understood the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and spoke another verse, which is talking about Kurukshetra Militaha. Radha Krishna Kurukshetra Militaha. Radha and Krishna met in Kurukshetra. Whatever Radharani has spoken during the time, that Chaitanya Mahaprabhu uttered and in a different way. So Rupa Goswami could understand the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That is how Rupa Goswami Pranamantra says, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. Because he wrote this beautiful words. Priyasoyam Krishna Sahachari Kurukshetra Vinitas Tataham Sarada Tadijam Ubayasam Dhanasukam Tatapyanta Kedam Maduram Rali Panchamachushe Anome Kalindi Purino Ipinataya Srihyati. And then this verse was written by Rupa Goswami, for which we chant this pranam mantra, Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam. What is going on in the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually the pastime of Radharani pulling Krishna in Kurukshetra. So what is going on 24 hours in the mind of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is actually Rath Yatra. And then one day, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu came to meet Rupa Goswami. Then he was writing something and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu pulled one of the papers, palm sheets from his hand, and then saw the beautiful handwriting of Rupa Goswami and glorified the handwriting, saying that Muktera Pankti jumping and dancing ecstasy. When the sadhus from the sweetness of the holy name has never been described. Nobody, never in the scriptures as much as is described in this verse. न जाने जनिता किया दिरंबे कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी कृष्णेति वर्णद्वयी. The famous verse Chaitanya Mahaprabhu went into excess in this verse. The sweetness so contains very wonderful verses like this. And then Ramanand Rai, one day he comes, meets Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and Ramanand Rai and Chaitanya Mahaprabhu come and meet Goswami one day. Then Ramanand Rai, he says, you're writing one wonderful book. I want to see how you're writing the book, especially one book called Vivitta Madhava. You know, Rupa Goswami was contemplating and writing one book, Pastimes of Krishna. Then Satyavama, please write two books, not one book. So then two books were written by Rupa Goswami. One is Vivitta Madhava.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you are breaking off.
So these two books are there. Then Ramanandra, he told, I want to hear the Lalita Madhava, first Vivitta Madhava. I want to hear the Nandi Shloka. Nandi Shloka pada deki suni, Rupa, Sri Rupa Shloka pade Prabhu Agyamani. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, please recite. Then the present context, what is going on is, Ramanandra is asking, what is the important contents of the book called Vidagdha Madhava. And Rupa Goswami is quoting different verses, especially in Nandi verse. Shuddham Chandrinam Api Madhurinam Manommadadhami Dadanam Radhati Paramaganashare Surabitam Tanastha Santarodgama Vishama Samsara Charani Pranitante Krishnam Haratu Harishila Shikarini. So, beautiful verses were recited by Rupa Goswami. And now, in the series of these verses, in Ramanandra, he goes on and asks, okay, I want to know how did you describe Vrindavan? I want to know how did you describe the flute of Krishna? I want to know how did you describe the beauty of Krishna and the beauty of Srimati Radharani. So that is the context which is going on at present. So Ramanandra inquires, I want to know how did you describe Vrindavan? In the 156th verse he says this thing. Of course you are in 167. I'm just giving you a small background of it. Rai kahe Vrindavana Murali Nishvasana Krishna Radhikara Kayache Keche Kai Karyache Varnan. I want to know how did you describe Vrindavana. I want to know how did you describe Murali Nishvasana, the flute of Krishna. I want to know how did you describe Krishna and Radhika. Now, when Ramanandra asks this question, Rupa Goswami, he starts speaking, says, Kaha tumhara kavita suni hai chamatkar, krame Rupa Goswami kahe kari namaskar. Kaha tumhara kavita suni. By hearing your poetry, I am completely astonished. Then Rupa Goswami, after paying obeisances to Ramanandra, namaskar kari, karin varna. Then he goes on describing Vrindavan. Vrindavan is such a wonderful place that even Krishna himself is astonished. Krishna himself says, Saugandho Makanda Prakaramakarandasya Madhure Vinisyande Gandhi Krita Madhupa Vrinda Muhuridam Kritandolam Manododher Anilais Chandragirir Mamanandam Vrindavipuram Matulam Tundaliyati Mamanandam Vrindavipuram. Krishna says, oh Mamanandam Vrindavipuram. Vrindavan is actually the source of my ananda, my bliss. And Kritandolam Ando Nadir Aniles Chandragiri. A cool breeze blowing from Malaya Parvata. And the breeze is carrying the chandan fragrance. And it is giving me so much of pleasure in Vrindavan. And the honey is there, which is there. Trees are there, the mango buds are there. And all the bumblebees are being attracted to the fragrance of the mango buds. In this way, he goes on describing Vrindavan. Balaram describes Vrindavan. He says, Vrindavanam divyalata paritam latasta pushpaspulingadra bhajataha. He says, Vrindavan is so wonderful with so many trees and creepers. And the top of the creepers are full of flowers. And there are so many wonderful intoxicated bees humming so many songs. And the humming of the bees, how are they? Madhuvratascha Shrutihari Gita. Shrutihari Gita. The bees, sound of the bees, the singing of the sound of the bees is even attracting the Shruti. Shruti means the Vedic literatures. The Vedic literatures are also attracted to the humming of the bees in Vrindavan. That means the humming of the bees of Vrindavan is more glorious than the Vedic literatures. Then Vrindavan is further described how Madhumangal says. Krishna says Madhumangal. Says, Kvachit bringi gitam, kvachit anidabhangi, sharasati shiri rata, क्वचिद्वल्लीलास्यं क्वचिदमलमल्ली परिमलः क्वचिद्धाराशाली करकफलपाली रसभरो ऋषिकारां वृन्दं प्रमदयति वृन्दावनमिदम्. Now Krishna tells Madhumangal, oh Madhumangal, this Vrindavan, Rishikaanam Vrindam Pramavayati. It is actually making my senses, Rishikaanam means all the aggregate of all my senses. It is making Pramadayati. It is making me mad. Because you find the wonderful juice is oozing out of the pomegranate. Kvachit valli lasyan kvachidamamalli parimalaha. There is so much of parima, a wonderful fragrance coming from different trees and different creepers of Vrindavan. Then, after describing Vrindavan, now description of Vamshi is going on, flute is going on. Paramrushtangushtatrayam asitaratnerubhayato Vahantim sankirno mama virarunai satparisharo Tayor madhye hiro jalavimarajambu nadamayi Hare kalyani yam virahati harer keli murali. So the murali is measuring 3 fingers in length. And it has got wonderful gems studded. And the middle part there is nice, wonderful golden plate and so many jewels. Hero, Jala, Vimarajambu, Damari. And then most importantly, Kare Kalyani, Mirati Harer, Keli Murali. And this Murali is actually there in the hands of Krishna and the fingers are dancing on the Murali. Now, Radharani, when she thinks of Murali, the flute of Krishna, she says, Saddam tastava jane purushottamasya pano sitir muralike tararasi jatya jatya tasmat tvaya saki gurur vishma grihita vishama grihita Gopangana Gana Vimohanamanta Diksha. So she says, Saddam Sataha Tava Jani Purushottamasya. You are born in a Shadvamsha. Shadvamsha, nice great dynasty you are born. Because, why? Purushottamasya Pano Sitiri. You are residing in the hands of Purushottama. Of Krishna, Purushottama. O Muralike, Sarala Sijatya. And you are born in a very simple family, that is, of Vanaspati. You are born in a simple family of trees. Kasmat, in spite of being born in a very simple family, in spite of you having a high birth, in spite of you having taken residence in the hands of Purushottama. Why is it Kasmat Tvaya Saki Gurur Ishama Grihita Gopanga Gopanganangara Vimohana Mantra Diksha? Now what kind of Mantra Diksha you have taken? Because when you sound, that sound enters our ears. Guru Vishama Krihita. What happened? You have taken a mantra, such a dangerous mantra, that you completely enchant all the gopis. You bewilder them, and then you just take them forcefully to Krishna. What kind of person you are, O Murali? Your birth is simple. Your residence is so wonderful. And your very simple birth, in spite of great birth, great residence, simple life you have, but still, what kind of mantra diksha you got? Because of which, hearing your sound, we become completely mad. Then Murali is being further. Chandravali speaks the glories of Murali. She says, Saki Murali Vilasi Chidrajalena Purna. Oh Saki Murali, Saki Vishala Chidrajalena Purna. Oh my dear Saki, you're full of Chidra, holes are there. And Lagurati Katina, Lagurati, you're very light. At the same time, very Katina, very hard. At the same time, Grantali, and you are full of knots. And Nirasari, you don't have any rasa. You take any, even Kerala also has some juice. But you bamboo, you don't have any juice also. In spite of that, Tadapi Bhajasi Shashwat Sundyamananda Sangram. Tadapi Shashwat. Just see, you're always being kissed by Krishna. What kind of fortune you have? In spite of your all kinds of your holes in your body, and you are very light at the same time, very hard at the same time, you're full of knots, and you don't have any rasa, but still, Krishna is kissing you 24 hours. What is this? Harikara Parirambham, and Krishna is embracing you. Krishna's hands are embracing you. Keva Punyodayana. What kind of punya have you done? Rundhanambudastamatkarevaram Kuruvanustumburam Dhyanadantarayan Sanandanamukhan Vishmapayan Vedasam Autsukyavalibirbalim Chatulayam Bhogendramaru Agurayan Bindam Mandakata Abhito Vabrama Vamshi Dhvani. Madhumangal is speaking these words. This is Krishna's flute. What is this? When Krishna plays the flute, what happens? Rundhan Ambhubritas. Ambhubrita. The clouds become completely stunned. Chamatkari Param. Chamatkari. They become completely stunned. What happens? Tumburam. This Tumbura, this Gandharva, who is actually Tumbura, who is such a wonderful singer, he becomes wonderstruck. And what happens? Dhyanadantharayam Sanandana. The four Kumaras are doing dhyan. They are meditating on Brahman. And they hear the flute sound of the flute of Krishna. And as soon as they hear the dhyana, Antharayam, their meditation is broken. And not only that, this even Brahma, Vishmatayam Vedasam, this Vedasam, Brahma, is also Vishmatayam, Autsukya Valibir Balim Chatulayam. Even Bali Maharaj is thinking, oh, what is this? Person who had the entire world. He is also completely bewildered. He is the king of the entire world. He was bewildered by hearing the flute of Krishna. Sound of the flute of Krishna. Now, what to speak of others? Bhogim Brahma Gurayam Vinnandagata Vitim. So this Sananta, who is sitting, carrier of all the planets, he is just rotating around. And this Andhavitim Abhito Vabhramavamshi Dhvani. This sound, the flute, it is rupturing the entire universe. And it is creating a havoc in the entire universe. What kind of sound it is, so wonderful. Now starts description of Krishna. 65th verse onwards, 165th verse onwards. Krishna is described. Now this verse is spoken by Paurnamashi. She says, Ayan Nayana Dandita Pravara Pundarika Prabha Prabhati Navaja Gudadyuti Vidam Viditambaraha Aranyaja Parikshriya Dhamita Divyave Veshodharo Harinani Manoharadyutir Ujjalango Harihi. Ayam Nayana Dandita. Now Purnamasi says, Ayam, these eyes of Krishna, Ayam Nayanaha, these eyes of Krishna. Ayam means these eyes of Krishna. Ayam Nayanaha, Dandita Parva Pundarika Prabha. Pundarika Prabha. The white lotus flowers are there. The Prabha, the glory of the white lotus. Dandita, it defeats. And Prabhati Navaja Guda Jyotividam Bibitambaraha. Krishna is wearing Pitambara, yellow garments. Now, these yellow garments of Krishna, it is even defeating the glory or the effulgence coming from the Kumkuma, the newly made Kumkuma. And Aranyajabari Kriya Damita Divyave Veshodharo Aranyaja. So many forest flowers are there, wonderful. And all the ornaments of Krishna, they are completely defeating the glory of these the forest flowers. And not only that, Harim Mani Manohara Dhyutir Ujjalango Harihi. What is happening here? That his bodily, he has got wonderful beauty, bodily beauty. It is attracting the mind of everyone. Marakadat Manihi. And this is defeating even the glory of Marakata Mani, emerald. Jangadayastada Sangi Dakshina Padam Kinchit Vibhangutrikam Hasi Sambhaga Gandaram Sakita Tira Sankari Nitranchalam Vamshi Kuntmalite Dadanamadhare Lolanguli Sangatam Singadru Bhamaram Varangat Para Anandam Purasikuru. Now this verse is spoken by Lalita Devi to Srimati Radharani. She is describing the beauty of Srimati Radharani after pacifying Srimati Radharani. Lalita Sakhi is the only person who can actually pacify Srimati Radharani. After pacifying Srimati Radharani, Lalita Sakhi says, Sikuru, please accept Krishna. Who is this Krishna? This Krishna is Jangadarastadangi Dakshina Padam. He is Tribanga Lalita. Dakshina Padam. Dakshina Padam refers to the right feet. Krishna's right foot is slightly bent, and Tribanga Lalita, 3 places. Sachi Sambita Gandaram. Neck is also a little bit curved. And oh Sakhi, Tirasanchari, just see his eyes are trichi nazar. That is also crooked vision he has got. Anchalam, from the corner of his eyes, he is looking. Vamshi Kutmalite Pradhanamadhare. And he is always placing this foot near his lips. Just see, Ringabruhu. Eyebrows are moving. And Brahmaram Varangi Paramanandam Purasikuru. And this person is Paramanandam Sikuru. He is a personification of this. Please accept, please accept. That is what here Lalita Sakhi is telling Srimati Radharani. Now, I was given 167th verse, but I just told the background because it is interesting to know these verses. Kulavaradanudharma Garva Vrindani Bimbam Sumukhi Nishita Dirgapangadam Kachatabdihi Yugaradayam Apurvaha Kapuro Vishwakarma Marakadamani Laksher Gostakaksham Chinoti. So this verse is spoken by Radharani to Lalita Devi. She says, Oh Lalite, oh beautiful face Lalite, who is this person standing before us? Because she knows he is Krishna. but still being attracted by the beauty of Krishna, she is still completely stunned. Until the intelligence in memory is not functioning. She says, Kula Varatano Dharmaga Garva Vrindani Bindan. Uh, so, who is this person? Kulavara Dharma. We are all belonging to very chaste family, and we are so much fixed up in our dharma, being very chaste. And Garva Vrindani Bindan. This beauty of this person is destroying the garva and the pride of such chaste ladies. And the eyes, the vision of Krishna is so wonderful. It is acting as a chisel and breaking our heart, which is so hard and established in dharma. Yugabhavayam apurva kahapuro vishwakarma. And this Vishwakarma, like Vishwakarma uses a chisel and then tries to make it break the stone. In the same way, where he's actually using his eyes, glances from his eyes, they're like a chisel, and it is cutting our stone-like hard devotion to our husband. And not only that, in our mind, he is creating such wonderful places of pastimes. Yugabhavayam apurvakaha puro vishwakarma Marakadamanilakker Goshtakaksham Chinoti. He is constructing. What is he constructing? Goshtakaksham. Goshtakaksham, where we can secretly meet. He is creating kunjas in our own mind. In this way, Krishna's beauty is described. Going further, Lita Devi speaks another verse to Krishna. 168th verse. Mahendra Mani Mandali Madavidambideha Jyute Rajendra Kulachandramas Purati Kopinavyo Yuva Sakistira Kulangana Nikarani Vibando Bandardana Chidakarana Kautuki Jayati Yasya Vamshi Dhvani Vamshi Dhvani. Vrajendra Kula Chandrama. Who is this Krishna? Vrajendra Kula Chandrama. Vrajendra Kula Chandrama. Vrajendra, Nanda Maharaj, king of Vraja, Nanda Maharaj. In his dynasty, is Kula Chandrama. Chandrama is the sun, he is the moon. Krishna Chandra. And how is he? Purati Kopi Navyo Yuva. Navyo Yuva. He is very ever fresh, beautiful God. And now his youth is so wonderful that Mahendra Mani Mandale Madavidambi Dehadyute. The effulgence coming from this Krishna, who is so youthful and so beautiful, it is destroying the pride of Mahendra Mani Mandali. Mahendra Mani, there's a different kind, many kinds of jewels. One is known as Mahendra Mani, and there's a big heap of Mahendra Mani. It's very proud, we are so effulgent and all. But as soon as Krishna comes, their pride is completely destroyed. Sakhi Tirakulangani Nibandargala Chidra Karana Kautuki Jayati Yasya Vamshi Dhvani. All glories to Krishna's Vamshi Dhvani. Jayati Yasya Vamshi Dhvani. Chida Karana Kautuki. It is actually puncturing. Chida Karana Kautuki. All the patience of the gopis, it is destroying that. And what is happening? Sakhi stira kulangana nikarani bandargala. Niri bandargala. So that gopis have tied their dresses so tight. And what happened? Just by hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, which is Jayati Yasya Vamshi Dhvani. Hearing his Vamshi Dhvani, what has happened? The garments of gopis are becoming loosened. This is described in the Bhagavatam also, even described in the Krishna Caritamrta also. तस्तनिरुद्धनी विवलसद् गोपी सहस्रावृतम्. Nivrasat. The thread which the garments are tied tightly, that becomes loosened because their excessive emotions and love, which are manifest by hearing the flute sound of flute of Krishna. This Vamshi Dhvani is nothing but a converter. It converts the sweetness of Krishna's form into sound. Krishna's body is full of sweetness, and the sweetness is transformed into sound by this flute. That is what the flute does. And the sweet sound enters into the ears of the gopis. And what happens? Tadanangavardhanam nishamya geetam tadanangavardhanam. Just by hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, intense love manifests in the heart of the gopis. Already love is there, but it comes so much, it actually, like when you open the floodgates, all the water which is stored in the dam, it gushes out. The same as soon as they hear Krishna's flute, immediately all the flood water which is there, flood of love of Krishna which is there in the heart of the gopis, they just gush out, and nobody can stop it. So that is what happens. Now, Purnamashi, she says another verse. Bala dakshana lakshmi kulavati navyam kuvalayan mukollasa fulam kamalavanam ullanghavati cha dasham dashtam nashtaradam api navya angikarucher vichitram radaya kimapi kila rupam vilasati. Now Purnamasi, she is actually talking about the beauty of Srimati Radharani. Now after describing the beauty of Krishna, there are 4 verses. Now beauty of Srimati Radharani is being described. Bala dakshano lakshmi kavalayati nayanam kuvalayan. The beauty of Radharani's eyes forcefully devour the beauty of newly grown lotus flower. Kavalayati navyam kuvalayan. Kuvalayan is a lotus flower, blue lotus flower. And mukhollasa fulam kamalavanam ullanghayati. And mukhollasaha, the beauty which is oozing out of Radharani's face is ullam kamalavanam ullanghayati. There is a beautiful lake full of lotuses, and the beauty of the lake which is full of lotus flowers, that is destroyed by the beauty of Srimati Radharani. Dasham kashtam nashtaradamati navyangi karuchir. What is happening? The body, the effulgence of Srimati Radharani. Dasham kashtam, it is giving lot of kashta. It is trouble to whom? Ashtaradamati navyangi karuchir. To the gold, molten gold, that is also feeling lot of trouble just by seeing Srimati Radharani's golden effulgence. Vichitram radaya kimapi gilarupam vilasayati. Actually, the entire Vrindavan is awakened. Entire Vrindavan is looking beautiful just because of Srimati Radharani's beauty. Now, verse is spoken by Krishna to Madhumangal. He himself is talking about the beauty of Radharani. Vidureti divya virupatam shadapatram bata sarvari mukhe itikena sada shriyojvalam pulanam arhati mat priyananam. Krishna says, how can I compare my priyananam, the face of my priya, that is Radharani, to some lotus? Because the lotus, it unfolds itself. It blossoms during the sun, during the daytime. And in the night time, it actually, again, it loses its all radiance. Uh, Now, but Radharani's face, whether it is night or day, in both, it is always blossoming. So I cannot compare the face to my Radharani's face to lotus. Oh my face of dear Radharani cannot even be compared to moon. Why? Because in the night moon is there, daytime no moon. Moon cannot be seen. Moon loses its all its effulgence. But my Radharani's face in both the day and night, it is always effulgent. So how can I compare the face of my Radharani to moon? How can I compare the face of my Radharani to a lotus? Krishna himself is lamenting like this. Just these are all verses in the Vidagdha Madhava. And Krishna further speaks about Srimati Radharani's beauty. He says, Pramadara Sataranga Smeragandha Stalaya Samaradanu Anubandhi Brutalasya Bhajaha Madakala Bhangi Bhanti Bhangim Dadano Hridayamidam Adhanshit Akshara Lakshaya Kataksha Paramadara Sataranga Smeragandha Stalaya. So this word is spoken by Krishna. Yes, my Radharani, when she smiles, the waves of joy overflow the cheeks. Gandharstalaya Smaradanuram Anubandhi Bruhul Latalasya Bhajaha. And when our eyebrows are dancing, they are like the bows of the Cupid. And Madakala Chalabhangi Bhranti Bhangim Dadanyo. And her glances are so wonderful that it is like the dancing of the bumblebee. And unsteady due to intoxication. When what happens when bumblebee drinks a lot of honey, it is intoxicated. Hridayamidam Madanshit Lakshaya Kataksha. What has happened? This glance of Srimati Radharani is like a bumblebee. And it has bitten my heart. And now her kataksha, her glance is Hridayamidam Adamshit. Hridayamidam, this heart is Adamshit, is bitten by Akshvala, by her eyes, eyelashes. And Akshaya Kataksha. Now, Ramanandarai, he says to Rupa Goswami, Rai kahe tumhara kavita amriterdha. Oh, Rupa Goswami, your kavita is amriterdha. Dvitiya nataka kahe nandi vyavaha. Dvitiya nataka is Caritamrta. Please speak about the other drama. And Dvitiya nataka kahe nandi shloka. The first shloka is generally called the Nandi shloka, which is the introductory verse, which introduces the audience, etc. And those who are going to perform, etc. The scene. Rupaka hai kaha tumi suryopama bhat. Oh, Ramanandaraya, you are like Surya, you are like sun, Suryopama. And mui kono kshudra ena tatyodaya prakash. Like sometimes in the night you find some worms which have got some light worms, what you call it. So these worms are light is emitted is very, very dim, very, very little. And I am compared to that light worms. And you are not an ordinary person, you are like a sun. And who am I in front of you? Tumhara age drashtya e mukha vada vyadana. See, I am speaking all these things just because of my imprudence. It is because of my pride I am speaking like this. Keta boli nanda shloka karira vyakhyana. After speaking this, Rupa Goswami spoke the Nandi shloka of Lalita Madhav. Lalita Madhav, This is the first verse, Act 1, Lalita Madhav. Suraripusudrisham ujjako urojakokan mukakamalani chakedayin. Suraripusudrisham ujjakokam mukakamalani chakedayin akandaha Chiramakira suruchakorarandi Ishadu mukunda yashashi mudanvaha. Now, Sura Ripu Sudrusham Urjakokan. Sura Ripu means demon. Sudrushan Urjakokan. So those wives of the demons, Urjakokan, they are like their Urja, Uroja. They are like the breasts of the wives of the demons. They are like Okan, like Chakrat birds. And Mukha Kamalini cha Kedayanna Kandachiram. So, the raised breasts, which are, it gives a lot of trouble. Mukunda gives distress to them. Because Mukunda is so beautiful, Krishna is so beautiful. And now they are just waiting, oh, when I'm going to get Krishna. But Krishna is not going to be attained by the demons, rise of the demons. Chiramakila Suruchakoranandi. And these devotees are like Chakora birds. And Krishna gives pleasure to the Chakora birds because he's so glorious. Now, Dishatu Mukunda Yashashi Mudanvaha. Let those glories forever give pleasure to all of you. Now, Krishna, beauty gives distress to the wives of the demons. And for the devotees, the same Krishna gives pleasure. The same way, let Krishna be the source of all pleasure for all the devotees. Now, Ramandra says, Dvitiya Nandi Shloka Kahe Deki. I want to see, I want to examine Dvitiya Nandi Shloka, the second Nandi Shloka. Raya Puchila Sankocha Pana Rupe Paditela Gila. He was a little bit having Sankocha. He was hesitant, but still he spoke. The second Nandi Shloka. This is about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Nija Pranaitam Sudham Udayam Apnuam Yahakshitau Hiradalam Urikrita Vija Uladiraja Sarunchitatamasparer Manaha Sachisuta Sutakya Shashi Vashikrita Jaganmanak Kima Visharma Vinyasyato Vijapranaitam Sudham. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Supreme Lord, is known as Sachishutaha. He is Sachisutakya Shashi. And now, what has happened? Nijapranaitam Sudham Udayan Apnuvan Yahakshitau. Yahakshitau. In this earth, he has appeared. Why? Nijapranaitam. To spread his own devotion to his own, to himself. Sudham, that nectar of devotion towards himself. And Udayan Apnuvanyaha. Udayan Apnuvan, he came here to make, he appeared in this earth for his purpose of spreading his own devotion. And Kiradalam Rikritadvija Kuladiraja Stitihi. And he came as Kuladiraja, Dija Kuladiraja, king of all the Brahmanas. And what is he going to do? Salunchita Tamastai Namasachi Sutakya Sachi Shashi. He is going to deliver all the people from all kinds of ignorance. And what is he going to do? Vashikrita Jaganmana. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going to control the minds of everyone in this world. Kimapi Sharma Vinyasyato. Now let the moon of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu bestow all good fortune unto us. And as soon as Chaitanya Mahaprabhu heard this Dityanandi shloka because Rupa Goswami is speaking this thing and Ramananda Rai is hearing, along with Ramananda Rai, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was also there. Sunya Prabhu Rayadi Antar Ullas. By hearing this, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, within his mind, he was so happy. Bahire kahenu kichu kariyo shabha. Externally, he expressed anger and he told, Kaha tumhara Krishna rasa kavya sudha sindhu tara madhye mitya kena stuti kare kshara bindu. Oh, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu says to Rupa Goswami, what is this you have done? And in the midst of nectar of Krishna's Krishna Katha, Krishna Rasa Kavya, Krishna Rasa Kavya, and it is nectarian, it is so wonderful, it is full of nectar. And Taramadhi, in the middle, you wrote this shloka describing me, and it is like a poison in between that. Sharabindu, it is not good. And Rai kahe rupera kavya amritera pura. Rai Raman told, Rupa Goswami's kavya poetry is full of amrita. And Taramadhi ekabindu diya chakarpura. In between, he has actually kept one camphor. This verse is going to make things more wonderful. Prabhu kahe Rai tumhara yahate ullas sunite lajja loka kare pahas. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told, oh Ramananda Rai, you are very happy hearing these things, but I am very ashamed to hear them because people will joke by seeing this verse in the midst of glorification of Krishna, and then he put one verse describing me. People will laugh at me, it's not good. Rai kahe lokera sukha ihara shvane. Ramananda told, my dear Lord, by hearing this verse, people become more happy. Abhishta Deverespati Mangalacharane. Actually, when you hear during Mangalacharana, one has to hear about Abhishta Deva, about the person, about personality of God, your worshipable Lord. Raya kahe kono ange patrera pravesha Kavirupa Goswami kahe tahara vishesh. Then Raya Raman asked about different players who are going to enter. Rupa Goswami started the subject matter. Then he starts on the Lalita Madhav, this verse is quoted. Natata kirata rajam nihatya rangastale kaka nidina. Natata kirata rajam nihatya rangastale kala nidana. Samaye tena videyam gunavati Tara Karagrahanam. This is the chanda for this verse. Natata Kiratarajam Nihatya Rangastale Kala Nidhana Samayetena Videyam Gunavati Tara Karagrahanam. So, Krishna, what did he do? He killed Kamsa. How did he kill Kamsa? Just by dancing. Because Krishna is Nihatya Rangastale Kala Nidhana. Killing Kamsa was not a wrestling for Krishna, it was like dancing for Krishna. Because Natata Kirata Rajan, Kirata Raja is Kamsa. So Krishna killed his Kirata Raja Kamsa. How? Natata. Just by dancing. It was just only dance. Then what happened? Samayetena videyam gunavati tarakarahanam. Then the master of all arts at the proper time will accept Srimati Radharani, who is qualified with all transcendental attributes. Udghadakya nama ye amuka vitirange tumhara aage kahi hadas tera taranga. So this introduction is actually called Udghadakya. And the whole scene is called actually Viti. And you are expert in one such wonderful expressions of drama. And I speaking all these things is actually proving that I'm just an imprudent person. In this way, Rupa Goswami goes on further. He quotes a verse in the Sahitya Darpana, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, describing what is the meaning of Udghatakya. And what is the meaning of VT? What is the meaning of VT? He describes Udgata means to explain something which is unclear. Explain unclear word. Men generally join with other words such as an attempt to explain Udgata. An attempt to explain something which is unclear with a more wonderful way, understandable way. That is called Udgata. Rai kahe kahe aage ange ravishesh. Shri Rupa kahe nukicho sankshepa uddesh. Rupa Goswami briefly quoted this Lalit Madhava when Rai Raman asked him that please speak about the further aspects of the play. Of course, I'll just recite this last verse, 188 verse. Harimuddishyate rajo baraha urada sangamyata amum tamaha vrajavanadisham navadhatihi prakada sarva trishassurerapi shuterapi. Now, nice wonderful scene has been described. That is, cows and the calves are coming back from grazing. Whole day they are grazing and they are coming back. So when they are coming back, what is happening is, when the hooves, the dust is raising. And the dust has created a darkness around. And nobody is able to see neither Krishna nor the cowherd boys, neither the cows nor the cows. Vrajavamadrisham naradhitaihi. Vrajagopis, Vamadrisha means the Vrajagopis. Naradhataihi. But this darkness which is coming, it provokes the gopis, because the gopis know that in this whole darkness, dense darkness which is creating a cloud of dust which is actually so dark, in between there is Krishna and there is Balaram and all the cowherd boys, all the cows and calves are there. And now they are all just eagerly waiting. Who is coming? Who is Krishna? We want to see Krishna. Prakata sarvadrisha suterapi. Now gopis, prakata, they know in the dense clouds there is Krishna. But Krishna is so sweet. The gopis know. The gopis can experience. The gopis are eagerly waiting for Krishna this particular time. Suterapi. But for ordinary scholars, they are very expert in all the scriptures, all the Vedas. They cannot understand. So to explain that something which is very difficult to understand, there is a simple example given. That how only the gopis can experience the sweetness of Krishna. Even the Vedic scholars cannot understand the sweetness of Krishna. That is how it's called Udghata, which is described in the previous verse, that is the 186th verse, which talks about Udghatakya. That means something which is to be hidden, it cannot be understood by others, only very confidential people can understand. That thing is very nicely explained with a nice, wonderful metaphor. Of course, so many beautiful verses were quoted further, but now the time is over. We stop here. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Thank you very much for covering all these very wonderful verses full of nectar. Very, very nice to hear the descriptions as given by Srila Rupa Goswami. Prabhuji, in these verses, in this portion, I remember that when you were talking about how Srila Rupa Goswami classified the work. So did you, I couldn't hear properly because my connection was weak. So did you say that he actually classified into 3 books or 2 books?
Two books.
2 books.
Krishna pastimes into 2 categories. One is Vrindavan pastimes, is Vidakita Madhava, and Lalita Madhava is Dwaraka pastime. Because Satyabhama herself told Rupa Goswami in one place called Satyabhamapur. Also Chaitanya Mahaprabhu told Rupa Goswami without he telling him, why are you taking Krishna out of Vrindavan? Krishna never goes out of Vrindavan. Vrindavan Krishna never go out of Vrindavan. That is why Vrindavan pastimes are a separate book because that is the pastime of Rajendran and Krishna. And Dwaraka pastimes, Mathura Dwaraka pastimes of Krishna, they are to be contained in a separate book, but that is different Krishna because he is Vasudeva Krishna. That is it.
And Prabhu, in Lalita Madhava, are there also Vrindavan pastimes or it is purely only Dwaraka pastimes, Prabhu?
Vrindavan pastimes are also there, but primarily Dwaraka pastimes. But in sometimes Vrindavan pastimes has to come. Comparison has to because it is Rupa Goswami is writing, who is Rupa Manjari, and we just cannot have a description of only Dwaraka pastimes.
Right. So then the residents of Dwaraka, they know that this is Vrindavan Krishna who is with us. So that is the mood in which Rupa Goswami writes.
You are explained to Dwaraka? I do not understand. Residents of Dwaraka?
No. I was asking, so the residents of Dwaraka, I mean, the mood of the residents of Dwaraka in the Nataka that Rupa Goswami is writing is such that they understand that Dwaraka Krishna is actually from Vrindavan. So they have that understanding.
Yes.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah. Thank you very much, Prabhu. Thanks for going through each and every verse in great depth. Thank you very much. And Prabhu, which verse exactly did you stop, just for noting?
188.
Thank you, Prabhu. Thank you very much.
188. Yes, 188.
Thank you, Prabhu. So anyone else has any questions or comments, please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a beautiful class.
You can stop here. Okay?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams. Prabhuji, I have a couple of questions. Is it okay to ask, Prabhu?
Yeah, no problem. You can ask.
Prabhuji, one question is, I was wondering if there's a reference to the verse Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually sings during the Rath Yatra. He recites that verse. And the next question is, I was wondering, what's the significance of the Chakora birds like that's mentioned in today's class in one of the verses, Prabhu?
So you want the number of the verse which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Rupa Goswami recited with Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, isn't it? That is.
Prabhuji, I want the reference of the verse which Chaitanya Mahaprabhu actually sang during the Rath Yatra. If there is a reference, I don't know if there is one, but I was wondering, you may know. So basically, I heard that it is from a material.
That is from a Nataka, which is some mundane poetry, which poetry, even I don't know. But I still faintly remember in one many years back reading some paragraph where the name of the novel was given, a Sanskrit novel was given. But exactly I don't know which novel is it. But I do, it's not a very famous novel now anymore. So.
Oh, okay, Prabhu. Thank you, Prabhu. And I was just wondering,
the Chakora birds are always waiting for the Swati Nakshatra, rain on the Swati Nakshatra time. They don't compromise with anything else. They only drink the water which is falling directly from the cloud during the Swati Nakshatra. That is the speciality of Chakora birds. So we stop here.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Koti Dandavat Pranam. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Thank you very much for your association, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Prabhu, once again for such a beautiful class. Is there anybody having any more question? If there are no more questions, we can end the call here. I would like to offer my obeisances to Prabhuji and all the Vaishnavas. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namah ananta koti Vaishnav vrinda ki jai. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. His Grace Kamal Lochan Prabhuji ki jai. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Thank you, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
So much, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji, for the class.